I'm Rob Bruins, Top Fuel World Champion of 1979, and you're watching Storytellers on Competition Plus TV. Geez, we're talking about, I think it's 1971, and I'm crewing at the time for Herm Peterson on his Top Fuel dragster with the Peterson and Fitz. They're right at the start of the rear engine era. And we had to come down to California to get ready to go to a race. We were having a new rear end put in the car at Woody Gilmore's shop. And we're at Ed Donovan's shop, is where we're keeping and working on the car. Well, I'm working on the car one time, actually Herman and I are both there together, and in walks Donovan and Bill Simpson. Well, they decide, hey guys, let's go to lunch. So Simpson and Donovan and Herman, they take off for lunch, and naturally I stay behind and work on the car. So it turns out that Simpson brings up the fact that his girlfriend has this Ocelot that they just have to get rid of. You know, it's a distraction, I guess, for their relationship. So, and Herman, he's thinking, you know, that Ocelot would be kind of a cool deal. So they talk about it apparently at lunch, and when they come back, Herman's got this cage with an Ocelot. And I'm looking at him and said, Herman, really? I mean, we're on our way. You know, mind you, we just left Paulsbo, the Seattle area, and we're in Southern California. We're on our way to New Jersey for the national event there in Englishtown, and it's summertime, okay? But Herman says, hey, you know, my 3 boys at home, they're going to love this Ocelot. It's going to be very cool. And he said, hey, we're going to have it at the races. The chicks are going to dig it. You know, this is going to be a cool deal having this thing. And I said, man, Herm, this is going to be tough. And he said, no, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be cool. So here we are the very first night. I mean, we're going to leave the next day, and we're wondering, well, what are we going to do with the cat tonight? Well, let's just put it in the trailer and let it run wild, you know, in the trailer for the first night. So that's what we do. We put it in the trailer, close the door, and away we go. So we come back the next morning, and the Ocelot had truly had its way in the trailer. There wasn't a single box in that trailer that it hadn't been into. I mean, there's pistons all over the floors in the trailer. It had actually, and Herman's partner, Sam Fitz, was a rather large guy, and he had this special order shoe. Nobody carried a size 14 shoe back then. And the Ocelot ate the tongue out of one of the shoes even, okay? And he chewed a hole in his yellow sweater that he always liked to wear at the racetrack and stuff. But okay, hey, our fault. We learned on this one. So first we have to put the trailer back in order. We load up the car, put the cage. We had back then nobody had crew cabs. We just had a Ford pickup truck with the sliding back window. So we put the cage just outside the sliding back window in the camper, you know, camper shell thing, and we're on our way. We hadn't even thought about the fact that, you know, this cat hasn't eaten anything. We don't know anything about it. So we're on the road probably for an hour and a half, 2 hours. We get out in out the riverside area where we're away from town, and it's a little easier to get on or off the highway and stuff. And we said, hey, let's stop and get some food for the cat. And so that's what we did. So we stop. Herman goes in the store to get some food for the cat. In the meanwhile, I find a cardboard box and fill it with sand, thinking, hey, it can use the sand as a cat box, okay? We don't know any better. So we put the cat box right on the transmission tunnel of the truck, and Herman comes out with the food. Cat eats some food. We put it back in his cage, and away we go. Well, a little ways down the road, well, let's let the cat out with this. We open it up, bring the cat up forward, and petting it a little bit, and all of a sudden it just jumps down on the floor and starts scratching around the cat box. And we're thinking, oh cool, it's going to use the cat box just like it's supposed to, right? Well, it scratches around in there and then steps out and takes a dump that, I mean, the smell was so bad. We immediately get off the side of the road on the freeway and have to clean out the truck. You know, I mean, oh geez, it was terrible, really bad. So again, hey, we're learning, we're still trying to figure out what this cat likes. So we clean up the truck, we're on our way again. Well, as we found out, you know, hour after hour on the road, the cat was actually a little bit affectionate at times, and you could pet it, but if you petted it a little bit the wrong way, it would turn on you in a heartbeat, okay? Well, one time Herman, you know, was petting the thing, and it turned around and bit him, and Herman gets all excited, puts the thing back in the pen, and again we're thinking, we're learning, okay? So we drive on, and a few hours later, I'm driving, and Herm brings the cat back out again, and he's petting it, and everything seems to be good, and all of a sudden the cat turns on him and bites him, draws blood this time. Herman reaches in one motion, opens the glove box, pulls out a handgun he's got in there, and he puts the handgun to this cat's head, and I'm driving, I said, Herman, you shoot that thing, you're on your way to Englishtown by yourself, I'm out of here. So everybody cools off, he puts the gun away, put the cat back in the cage, and we continue on, okay. So it goes like this, you know, through the day, through that whole first day, and we go through the first night. And we need gas, okay. So we pull off into this gas station, and I'm servicing the truck, checking the oil and doing all the stuff you have to do. Herman takes the cat, and he had bought a leash for it, so he puts the leash on it, and he's walking the cat. Well, anybody that's ever walked a cat knows you follow the cat. They don't follow you. So anyway, he gets it over in the grass, and we're thinking, hey, this will be cool. The cat can, you know, do its thing over there in the grass, and it'll be good. Well, in the meantime, the operator of this filling station walks over, and he's, wow, that cat's really cool. And Herman, he's really pumped up like a little peacock now. He said, yeah, it's really cool. You know, I'm really excited to take the thing home to my boys and stuff. And the guy, the service station guy, he's just, man, that's one neat cat, you know. And so, okay, we finished servicing the car, the tow truck and stuff, put the cat away, or actually we don't put the cat away, he's just on the front seat. And I had been driving all night, so it's Herman's turn to drive. So I'm sitting there, and I've got the cat actually laying on my lap, and he pulls away. Well, I mean, we're not 2 minutes away from this gas station, and the cat jumps down, starts scratching around in the cat box again, right? Well, we're thinking, well, okay, at least if it uses the cat box, okay. Well, it scratches in the cat box, jumps down, and takes another dump, but this time on Herman's foot as he's driving down the road. And in one motion, I'm assuming, I don't even remember what kind of road we're on, he does a complete 180 and heads back to that gas station. We pull in the gas station, Herman hooks up the cat with the collar, walks it over and says, man, you want this thing? Here, it's yours. And we gave him the cat food, everything we had, and then we had to go and wash out the car, our tow truck, because the smell of that cat, what it was capable of doing, just drove us nuts.